Welcome back to DNA Reviews.
Welcome back, guys.
So
Saturday,
today-
4 p.m.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're on time. We're on time, yes. So today we are reviewing Elvis that just came out yesterday. We'll be talking about the Obi-Wan Finale. We'll be talking about Miss Marvel. And we'll also be talking about The Boys, episode 6, which also came out yesterday. So lots of things to talk about.
Lots of things. Lots of good
Yes.
TV. Lots of good movies out.
I know,
It's
like
all
there's
good.
like this summer has been a really good summer. It's like
let's
there are a
not
lot
forget
of things
about.
happening
Let's
out.
not forget about Stranger Things, Volume 2.
July 1st, July 1st.
1st, next Friday, man. It's crazy.
Oh
On
my-
and popping.
I'm excited, but scared at the same time. Okay, so getting into our what happened here, guys. That's the wrong thing. It was up. I promise you. Here we go. Elvis. Okay. So Elvis came out yesterday, and from the rise to his fame to his unprecedented superstardom, rock and roll icon Elvis Presley maintains a complicated relationship with his enigmatic manager, Colonel Tom Parker, over the course of 20 years. Central to Presley's journey and happiness is one of the most influential people in his life. And so, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was a good movie. I liked the way they shot it because at first when I was going in, I thought this was going to kind of give us the regular version of Elvis because they've seen Elvis movies before, and it just kind of shows him growing up and becoming the superstar. This was different. I like the cinematography, specifically with this movie, because the way they incorporated, modern music as well with the old versions of his songs. You could hear the little modern ones in there. It's pretty cool. But what I really like what they did is showed how Elvis was impressed. How his music became the way it was because of of black culture. He grew up in a black neighborhood, went to church. Gospel music was his first love, and he incorporated those things into his music. So I'm glad they did that, and that just kind of make it where he was just Elvis and superstar, showed his roots, where he came from, and it was well done. Good music. I like it.
Yeah, I really liked this movie. And before even knowing who the director was, I was like, this reminds me of Great Gatsby. Oh, they're trying to do the whole Great Gatsby thing where they use modern music. And I was like, this is the same director.
Yeah, he also did Chicago.
Yeah, and I really liked how this filmed. I think the cinematography will definitely get an Oscar for this, for
definitely.
cinematography, because it kept me engaged from the beginning to the end. And it's very fast moving, fast pacing, and it doesn't feel like it's dragging on. The movie is very long. It is 2.5 hours. And it's like, okay, like I'm done. I'm like, I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I get the story. Let's go.
Yeah.
But also, it's still engaging because I love Austin Butler. He did that.
Austin Butler did his thing, man. He sang all the songs, and I didn't see Austin Butler. I saw Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
I mean, his facial expressions, everything the same. The way he talked, the way he sang. He had it down.
He still has that Elvis accent. It's so funny how people make fun of him,
He still talks like
in
that?
interviews.
He's stuck in character.
He's still in character, but yes, he looks a lot like what's his face,
Elvis.
Like Elvis. Yeah. And I thought he did really well because he was singing the songs himself.
Yeah.
And so that was like, that was like, wow, like you're really,
It was
really
very
good.
It was very impressive. Very impressive.
And the thing is, it's gonna be a good movie when Tom Hanks is in it. So
Yeah. Tom Hanks was a little off in this for me too, but kind of his act, the way he was talking, kind of threw me a little bit. But maybe that's how the real guy sound. I don't know.
yeah, probably.
I don't know.
I never.
But Tom Hanks brought his A game though. He did a good job. I like the way he was narrating the movie. And the good thing about this, even though Tom Hanks' character, Colonel Parker, was the bad guy in the movie, but he was portraying himself as a good guy in the movie, right?
Yeah, he was, because he was the protagonist, or he was narrating.
He was narrating it,
Yeah.
and he was kind of talking about who Elvis was, and it's all lies about what they said about me. So in his own mind, he was not wrong for what he was doing, but he was really wrong.
He was.
So, but it was good to kind of do that because it made it like, well, did he do something wrong or did he not do something wrong? And
Yeah.
what's going on here? I mean, did he really manipulate Elvis? Well, he gave him all his choices. Did he make the right choice? His dad was his manager. He should have read the contract.
Right.
I mean, it was good. It was good to create that ethical dilemma within the movie. So yeah, it was a good movie.
The movie, like as a person that doesn't know anything about Elvis, because I never caught up with his life. Only time I really listened to his music was if somebody else put it on.
Yeah.
And it was a sad story. It's just a sad story. It's not even spoilers because it's his life. And it's like the fact that he never got out of the country. That's just, that made me so sad because he was stuck because of this guy that he trusted. The Tom Hanks character, Tom Parker, he trusted him. Yeah. And this guy used him. And it made me, I was like, wow, this is, because he's like he's the king of what?
King of rock and roll.
Rock and roll, king of rock and roll. And he had to stay in this one area. Now I know why Vegas is obsessed with him. Now I get it.
Yeah, when you go to Vegas,
it's all Elvis.
There's a bunch of Elvis stuff.
Yeah.
Big Elvis, small Elvis, Elvis in the white jumpsuit, which is the most famous suit.
One.
But yeah, when you go to Vegas, he's all over the place.
And another thing that I really loved about the film was that I love that they addressed that he grew up with black people and that he did steal the music and he didn't give credit. That's like very true that he did steal it in a sense, and because he was like word for word. Like if nowadays it would have been like, okay, here's the lawsuit, like or you need to pay something. Yeah. But then it still made sense why his music was the way that it was because that's where he grew up. Yeah. Like that's
well, in the beginning of the movie, and this is quick, but not really a spoiler. But in the beginning of the movie, when Colonel Parker was, this guy sounds great, whatever. When the guy said he's white, he was like, what?
So, he was like, oh, we can make money
because he knew, right? If you want to make money, you got to sell to the masses, and white people are the masses, and that's who you're going to make your money from. So, but it was good to show that and kind of tie into black culture, where the music came from. Even Elvis said it, where rock and roll is blues and gospel combined with some country, and it was good to hear that.
Yeah, I love how they addressed it, and that's what made me like the film even more. Cause I thought
me too. Made me like the film even more because I kind of had reservations going to watch it. We went to watch it because we review movies. Yeah. So I went to watch it for that. But I was really happy how they handled that. It made me appreciate the movie a whole lot more.
Yeah, because I wasn't excited for it either. But I thought they were gonna brush it off. Like I thought it was gonna be at the beginning, like, oh, black people. Okay, so anyways, like, but it was incorporated throughout the entire film.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. So let's get into some reviews because I would like to see what other people think of the movie. So here's the critics and audience. It's pretty high, a 78, a 93 from the audience. This is as of yesterday, so the movie just came out, and it looks like both critics and audience like it.
Yeah, they do. I'm a little low on the critic side. I would expect it somewhere in the 80s for this show on the critic side. I wonder what they didn't like about it.
Yeah, let's see. So critics Rotten Review. It is a gamble that does not exactly pay off, in no small part because Tom Hanks plays Tom Parker, and the performance is the low point of his career. So people are saying that it's kind of saying that this is kind of one of his weakest roles. What do you think?
I don't think so. I think Tom Hanks did good in this. Other than his accent, because I don't think he nailed the accent right. But other than that, I think he played it really well. I mean, I don't know what they're talking about. He played the part well.
I think that it was really good too because when you forget about the actor behind it, that's when you know it's good. Because I forgot that it was Tom Hanks. Right. I saw Tom Parker. I saw the actor, or I mean the character, whatever. And I think when I compare it to when I saw Eyes of Tammy Faye with Jessica Chastain and Andrew Garfield, it was also the same vibe where I was like, okay, they did that.
They became the person.
They became the person, and so did what's his face. So did there's so many names. Austin Butler.
Yeah, Austin Butler. He was Elvis.
Austin Butler did a lot better. Like the makeup for Austin Butler or his look or whatever was better than Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, that movie because with Mr. Robot, don't know the guy's name. With Mr. Robot, I still saw the actor. I was like, okay, that's him. Yeah. But with Austin Butler, I was like, whoa, is that Elvis? Are they using clips of Elvis? Is that like I was kind of like
there was points in there where I was like, are they going back and forth between old clips and new clips?
Right.
Because he did it. He did his thing.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to fresh reviews from the critics. Elvis is a whirlwind and not without its flaws. Yet it's never less than captivating, capturing the singer's energy while telling his story with the respect it deserves, thrilling and moving the viewer in equal measure. So yeah, I agree. It's a very beautiful movie to watch. and it's definitely gonna get some awards. I think it's definitely gonna get awards for cinematography, but we still have a lot. We still have half a year to go.
Half a year to go.
But cinematography and Austin Butler's gonna get some type of Oscar.
Yeah,
for
Austin
something.
Butler's got to get pulled in for like best actor at least because, I mean, he did it, man. I believed him. So, you know, when you make me believe you, you got to at least get it in consideration for best actor, right? You would think.
So what are your ratings for the show, for the movie?
I give it 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, 8 out of 10. I don't know. It was good. I'm not gonna watch it again in theaters because of how long it is. If it was an hour and a half, I'd be like, okay, let's go.
2.5 hours. 2.5 hours should be reserved for action.
For action,
Because,
like I need to be invested in these characters.
I mean that's a long time to sit around for a drama. But yeah, it was good. It was a little long. Probably could have cut a good 20 minutes off this movie.
30. Oh, it could have been two.
Just 2 solid hours. Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok is Thor Love and Thunder. I mean, it's about to be 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, moving on to The Boys. The Boys, episode 6. So, what did you think of this?
This episode was crazy. This episode was crazy. Look, I'm not squeamish, but even the hero-gasm stuff was a little much.
Yeah.
Okay. It was over the top.
They even had with the disclaimer at the beginning. I was like, nah. When The Boys has to do a disclaimer,
it was a little much. So the hero-gasm part for me was overkill. All right, it was too much. Mom and I was watching it, and we were like, "What? What are we watching here? This is crazy."
Yeah.
So that was a little crazy. Okay, but besides that portion of it, the rest of the episode was awesome.
Yeah.
Look, the tension build up for me. Okay, from when they got there. Okay, the tension build up for me was I knew Homelander
was gonna be
and Soldier Boy at some point were going to meet together.
Yeah.
So therefore, for me, I was already on edge because I wanted to see what was going to happen there.
Right.
So before that, with the earlier scenes, there was a point I was thinking: is Homelander afraid of Soldier Boy? Because when he saw Soldier Boy kill the girl, I forgot her name, in the chair, I was thinking to myself, okay. Is he afraid of Soldier Boy? Why he has this look in his face? Mm-hmm. But no, he was more worried about his public persona. That, you know, Soldier Boy, if this video gets out, people are going to associate Soldier Boy with Vought, and it's going to be a problem.
Oh, okay.
So that's what it was. So I said, okay, he's not afraid of him. He's afraid of the publicity. Because when he said, look, find him so I can kill him, I was like, okay. But the part when he goes to Black Noir, this is my favorite part.
Yeah.
This is my favorite part, y'all.
Go. Yeah,
this is my favorite part.
Me too.
I'm going to act it out with you.
Okay, that's me.
I'm going to act it out. He goes to Black Noir. First of all, Black Noir doesn't talk, so I don't even know why you're even asking him questions. Why are you asking him questions, bro? Anyway, he goes to Black Noir. He's like, hey, what do you think about this situation? You know, do you think we need to deal with this? Whatever he said to him. And he's waiting for an answer. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, he's a mute.
So,
but I can tell you what Black Noir was thinking after what I saw happened next.
Yeah.
Black Noir was thinking, bro, you're on your own.
You're on your own. Yeah. He was like, this ain't it.
This ain't it.
And as soon as he said that Soldier Boy is back, he was like, nah.
When he ran on the elevator and cut the tracker out.
He's that scared.
He cut it out, throw it to old girl. Peace.
You know, that's what I love about this show. And this is what we've learned in media arts is when you're writing a villain, and it's not about showing the villain being all angry and killing people. It's about how other people react when you say their name.
Right.
That's how you know how powerful someone is.
Right.
It's how other people react. And so the boys do so well with this because people are scared of Homelander.
The tension.
And then obviously now we know that Soldier Boy is something big because of how Black Noir reacted.
He ran.
Yeah, he was like, I'm out.
He cut it out. He was out. And when Homelander he was genuinely hurt, by the way.
Yeah.
He was hurt. This is the first time in 3 seasons, 6 episodes, I've ever seen Homelander truly hurt. When he heard, when the Deep said, by the way, the Deep is sick.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, so when the Deep says to him, Black Noir ran. He cut out his tracker. Homelander didn't want to believe it.
He's like, no.
He's like,
he
no.
wouldn't do that.
No. What? That's the first. I'm so glad they saved it for this because that's the first time I've seen him genuinely
Yeah.
Hurt. Even though he was hurt with the girl in the first season who was his main thing, but he lasered her face, whatever.
Yeah.
He was hurt. Like,
he was like, wow, you like really left me. The thing is, Black Noir played it right. It right.
Yeah.
Being mute.
Yeah.
And not having ever to.
No, he didn't show any emotion. He stood still like, yeah, I got you, bro. I got you.
Wow.
And he walked to him like, I'm out.
I'm out, bro.
Out.
But yeah, that was a good scene. That was
one of the best scenes.
And so going back to TNT's house, yeah, I was like scared. I was like, what's gonna happen? Because Starlight's here. Huey, let's talk about Starlight and Huey.
Yeah.
Because I always love Starlight because she's just like genuinely trying to be good and trying to just go the right path, but everything is like all over the place.
Yeah.
And so Starlight and Huey are now like at odds because Huey's like, I'm ready to kill this guy.
Huey is all in.
Yeah.
Huey's all in. He saw Starlight, grabbed her, beamed her out. And man, everything in that scene at the house, the TNT's house, I just knew it was coming to this end. And I was like, come on, this is going to be crazy. And then Soulja Boy can't control himself.
Yeah. So, before we get there, I want to talk more about Huey and Starlight because I like the conversation that they had and how he was like, oh, I always want to be stronger. And she was like, you said that you were okay with it. And then the fact that he was like, I'm not going to let you. And she was like, okay. And I love that that she showed that she was still stronger than him because I'm literally a part of the Seven. I'm part of the Seven. But she goes back. No, she doesn't go back. They stay there. But the scene goes back to the house and Soulja Boy hears some like Russian song and he goes crazy and goes nuclear. And half the house gets blown up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, MM. I was like, I thought MM was going to get hurt or something like that.
Yeah.
But before like we get to the fight, what I love still is that there's two real heroes still left. Like people that are trying to do actually good. And it's MM and Starlight. Because Starlight's like, just don't even worry about Soulja Boy. We got to get these people out.
Right.
While everyone else is like kind of always just self-involved.
Yeah.
And I really like that scene too. Like,
yeah, MM, he's blinded by his rage for Soulja Boy though.
Yeah.
Because if you really want Soulja Boy to be dealt with, let him deal with Homelander first.
Right. Yeah.
Because you got a serious threat in Homelander. Okay. Soulja Boy is not, well, he's crazy too, but he's not as crazy as Homelander.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let him deal with Homelander, then you deal with him after.
Exactly. I thought what's his face? Huey, not Huey. Butcher was gonna say that. I thought Butcher was gonna be like, let's deal with Homelander first, and then we'll go for Soulja Boy.
Right.
But like, we gotta get this other guy out. We got
right. We gotta deal with Homelander. He's the main threat at this time. We gotta deal with him first.
Right. And so they go nuclear. MM gets out. Starlight gets out. And now we get to like Homelander shows up, and I'm like,
when Homelander shows up though, the little guy who's shrunken down, he's miniature or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, help me. I need help. And then here comes Homelander, squashes him like he's done.
Like a bug.
That
was messed up. I was like, dude, come on.
That was messed up.
Squashed him.
Homelander walks in. He doesn't know Butcher has powers.
Yeah.
He doesn't know Butcher has powers. So he, blasts Butcher. And then he and Soulja Boy get into it. Let me tell you something, man. I was so glued to this fight. I was on my edge of my seat. This was like Joffrey type hate from Game of Thrones. Okay,
right.
This is Joffrey level hate for Homelander I have. So when they were fighting him, I was like, "Come on, get this guy,
get him."
Even though I know this is episode 6 of 10,
yeah, I was still like, "Get him."
I was still thinking, "There's other stuff to deal with. Get this guy." You know what I mean? I wanted them to kill him so bad, and they had him, man. Soulja Boy, Butcher, Huey came in. They're holding him down.
They were strong. Like I was shook that they were all able to hold him down.
They were holding him down, and then Soulja Boy was starting to power up, but he didn't expel a bunch of power from earlier.
Yeah.
So I knew he was.
That was good that they did that.
Yeah, because that explains it, right?
Yeah.
If he didn't expel that early, then it'd be like, well, why didn't you just blast him?
Right.
So that's what they did that. And I knew he was going to get away, right? But still 1% of me was hoping they were just going to kill him
there. And then maybe Soulja Boy. I don't know.
Yeah, that will do with Soulja Boy.
But it was so good. It was so good because that was the first time we ever seen Homelander pinned down.
In trouble. He ran.
He had to run away. So it's going to be so interesting. yeah, it's gonna be interesting in this next episode how he's gonna feel and how he's gonna probably in the mirror talking to himself
again,
and being like, "Oh, you're a failure," because this is it. Like, I'm honestly scared for the city because Homelander might go crazy or something.
Oh, he's fully crazy.
I mean, yes, but he might go like actually show his craziness.
Oh yeah.
Because he's never been pinned down in his life.
No, he's mad. He's gonna go home in that mirror and lose himself.
Yeah. Now the thing is, okay, another theory now is since Butcher and Huey, it's a temporary V. They gonna have to be. The thing is, I don't care how the V affects me. As soon as it wears off, I'm putting it in again. I'm not going to have Homelander anywhere
flying around. I might get got.
Put it right back in.
But here's the thing, though. Maeve is gone, so there's no more temporary V for them. So whatever they got is what they got.
Who's gone?
Maeve.
Maeve was doing it?
Maeve was giving Butcher the temporary V.
Oh, okay.
She's gone now.
Yeah.
We don't know where she's at. Black Noir took her.
Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting what these next episodes going to be because Starlight, I don't know, Starlight's mad, but maybe she'll protect them. But, like, what can Starlight do against Homelander?
Starlight, though, she blew it up at the end. She blew it up. She went on that TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever it is they call it.
Whatever.
Maybe Vought Talk or something.
Vought Talk, right?
Everything is Vought, right?
So, and she quit.
She blew it up. She's like, look what Homelander did. She blamed the explosion on Homelander.
Yeah. And
he's out of control, and I'm sick of it. And I quit. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, this. I'm watching like, oh damn. She blew it up.
Lives. You want to die? Like
she blew it up. So yeah, look, this episode was one of the best episodes I've seen because
before we even get to the one of the best episodes thing is the very last thing that was really cool was A-Train finally getting the guy back.
But didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you that was going to happen?
Exactly the scene.
I told you exactly that was going to happen. He grabbed him. He dragged him. Like, dragged him.
You have no chance of life.
No. Just shredded him up, and then he had a heart attack. Now, we don't know if he's dead, though.
Yeah.
You know, he could just be incapacitated. But, yeah, he collapsed under his heart, man. But he was like, I don't care. You killed my brother. I'm dragging you.
Dragged him.
Yeah, he dragged him to the streets. That was pretty cool to watch.
That was because we haven't seen him super speed.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in a minute ran, so that was good.
Yeah, but yeah, this was one of the best episodes because it pushed the story forward. It wasn't like, oh, little things. This was like a full push the story forward, and now we have so many questions like, what's gonna happen to Starlight? What's gonna happen to Huey and Butcher?
Yeah,
Soldier Boy, Homelander.
This episode could have been a season ender.
Yeah, it could have been.
It could have been a season finale episode. So
I would have been mad.
Yeah, it could have been. It was so good.
Yeah,
because it, like you said, it left a lot of. Gave you a lot of questions. It was really good writing because, to your point, you see how scared everybody is of Soldier Boy.
Right.
The ramifications of him blowing stuff up. Now that Homelander knows that he's in trouble. I mean, there's a lot of things happening here.
Yeah.
Starlight blowing up the place. I mean, it's madness.
It is episode 6, so you know how like Disney does 6 episodes. This would have been the finale.
This would have been the finale.
But there's 4 more episodes, which is good.
Yes.
Like I feel like 10 episodes should be a thing. Like do a 10 episode season.
Disney with these 30-minute 6 they need to rein it in.
But people are saying that the reason why it's like that, or the reason why you feel like it's like the shows are bad, is because it's supposed to be a 6-hour movie and you're supposed to watch it all at once, really. Even though
drop it at once then.
I know, right? Yeah. I don't know. Okay, well,
ratings.
we've talked about this, but I would like to see what the critics have to continue to say. It's still up high as usual, and so this is as of episode 6, and it says you finish each episode with a nasty taste in your mouth, not helped by the fact that there are so many of the characters are so ghastly. You wish that they'd all self-explode and just be put out of their misery. I think we read this one already, but yeah.
Whatever.
Fresh review. The Boys is definitely not just a thinking bigger and louder in season 3. The results has been more thoughtfully crafted, created, rewarding series without sacrificing the acrobatic, outlandish quality that's earned its reputation on a TV landscape. I definitely think season 3 is the best season so far.
Yeah, this season's
because I'm thinking about last season's villain, and they brought, honestly, like I love season 3. I mean, I love season 2, but the villain was like someone that was brought in.
Yeah.
And with season 3, like our villain is this main character that we've had for the past other seasons. So I like how the villain is Homelander.
Yeah.
Like that's the end game instead of like whoever she was, the Nazi person.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about this. So what did you think of this episode?
I give it a 10, man.
I give it a 10 too.
I give it a 10 because of everything that's happened that had me screaming at the TV. Like, literally, we were screaming. Mom and I was like, get him, get him.
Get him.
So when you got me like that, you get a 10.
Yeah. Okay, next up is Miss Marvel. What did we think of episode 3?
Yo.
Yeah. Yo.
It was cute.
I don't know.
You know, I'm glad. Okay, I'll tell you the good. I'll tell you the bad. The good I liked about episode 3 was I like that they finally brought in stakes now. Right? They got these villains.
Was it stakes?
Well,
okay, no.
Remember last week I was saying to you that we don't see the villains. I don't know where we're going.
Yeah.
So they brought in the villains, right? Or what could be the villains, even though they got captured at the end. So that kind of raised it a little for me because it wasn't all teenage angst for the entire episode, right? It wasn't a bunch of teenage stuff happening, which is fine, which the last episode was. So this one had a little more to it. What I didn't like, though, was the turn. Okay, so they brought her back to the house, and it was, let me tell you why we need you. And we're so nice to you right now, right? And if you help us to get back to where we need to go, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
So they go research it, and they figure, it could be, first of all, I'm sick of the nerdy kid who could figure out any math problem in these TV shows, okay?
Yeah.
Dude, you're in high school. You're dealing with quantum physics.
Yeah.
And come on. You know, I'm almost sick of that. You know, even with Nate, with Ned for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I understand there's smart kids out here, but quantum
everybody?
physics and so many smart kids.
Quantum physics.
Come on. You're figuring out interdimensional travel on your laptop, bro.
Interdimensional travel on your laptop.
Interdimensional travel. So when
yeah.
I'm watching that, I'm like, come on, man. Couldn't it just be a book you read or something? You actually figured out that you could, come on. And so, okay, that was the problem. And then when she texts back to the family, well, there could be a big issue with this. And then immediately the mom was like, we're not going to be asking anymore. We're going to force her to do it. Jesus.
Let her
like
think about
literally yesterday, you were all nice to me giving me tea.
That's why that is why I think I'm just kind of done with this show because they did the whole like I saw it from 50 miles away. Like I could see like that's the villain. Like it's across the street.
Right.
That's the villain. Because who else could it be?
Well,
that's so boring.
We're three episodes in.
Episodes left, and I'm like, this whole like, we're nice to you, but we're actually the villain thing is boring.
The turn was so quick. It was like I got you. I got you in my house. Why? I could force you right now. No. Go home and think about it. But we really need to get back. I don't know I don't know. She didn't even say no.
She didn't even say no.
She just said it could be a thing. We're not asking anymore. We will make her. Like that? Like that quick.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. I think I told you this last week or something like that. I love the B story.
Yeah, the B story is awesome. The family stuff, the wedding was beautiful.
The wedding was so fun. I love the wedding stuff. I love that she was fighting in her traditional outfit. I don't know the name for it, but her traditional outfit. I love that, and it's like I think about. I love the B story of this show.
This should have just made this a Disney. This should have just made this a Disney show. Forget about the power. Just give her powers. Don't call her Miss Marvel. Yeah. Just make it a Disney show.
Done. But yeah, the A story is trash. It's just not like I'm not invested at all in any sense.
We gotta finish it though, like.
We gotta finish it. So maybe the last 3 episodes will be like, you know how I still don't like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I don't love him as Spider-Man. Yeah. I like him now. I used to hate him, but I like it now because of No Way Home. Yeah. The other films make sense now.
Right.
So maybe episodes 4, 5, and 6 will be like, oh, okay, this is why this was that way or something. But I'm just so not invested in her story. I
forgot about it. Like on Wednesday, I forgot about it. I was like, oh snap!
It's Miss Marvel.
I'm supposed to watch Miss Marvel.
It's giving Hawkeye. I mean, it's giving Hawkeye.
Ain't that bad?
It's not that bad.
Hawkeye was bad. So
Hawkeye
was worse than
Yeah,
this.
you know what? Hawkeye was bad because there was no B story to
There was
hold
no
on
story.
to.
It was the whole thing was trash.
There was no story.
The whole thing was
the
trash.
villain came at the last episode.
Yeah, it's like they just threw it together. We need to give Hawkeye his own show. So here.
Yeah.
Her 10-year-old son, write down crayon story, and I'll turn it into a story.
That's true.
It was trash.
At least Miss Marvel has something to hold on to.
Right. There's something to hold on to. I'm sick of the I don't know if I should do this.
Do it. Do it or don't do it. But you've seen superheroes.
For your whole life, you wanted to be a superhero. I want to be like Miss Marvel. Now you got the bracelet. You're trying to be Miss Marvel. Now it's like, I don't know if I can do it. This thing is so hard. You think it was going to be easy to saving folks?
Living lives.
You're not an elementary kid, man. You're in high school.
I'm tired, Dad. I really am over this show. But
yeah, me too. But we'll watch the last 3 and
we'll watch 4, 5, and 6 and let us know down in the comments what y'all think of this show.
Yeah, let us know if you guys are on board with Miss Marvel.
I bet the critics are on board with us.
The critics are 96%. They love this show.
Well, maybe the rotten reviews will say something. This show feels like a preteen Disney show, like we've been saying. It's very cheesy. It doesn't do the comic justice at all. If I could rate this show 0 stars, I would. Wow.
I'm not that.
I'm not gonna give it.
I'm not gonna give it 0
stars.
but
I give it out of 5. I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. If I was doing 5 stars, so like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, 5 out of 10. I'll give it a 6. The B story saves it.
The B story. Yes. So maybe a fresh review will give us something. Marvel Studios found a winner with Inman Velnia. I think
that's her.
That's her. Who brings the charm and is a refreshing addition to Marvel Heroes lineup. So I think that she's gonna be in the Young Avengers.
Yeah, and she's gonna be in the upcoming Marvel.
Oh, Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel. Yeah.
Isn't that coming out? Is that coming out this year or something like that?
I don't know if it's this year or next year, but she's gonna be in it. Her, Rambeau, and Brie Larson.
Captain Marvel.
She's gonna be. It's gonna be called the Marvels, isn't it? Isn't it called the Marvels?
Yeah, I think it's called the Marvels movie. Oh, 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be July of 2023, and yeah, so Monica Rambeau, Carol Danvers, and Kamala Khan will be all in that movie, and sure, like that's fine. I think
I will say for her, I like her as the character.
Yeah.
She's doing a good job because I can tell you if you saw that interview, she is the character. Yeah. Like she's not even playing a different person.
It's just her.
They just gave her words to read. So
So
I do like her. She's doing a great job in the character. It's just that the story they wrote is not a great story. But I'll agree that she's doing a good job.
Yeah, she is doing a good job, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how all these young Avengers are going to mesh together. Because I think of America Chavez and her, and then I think of like the twins, and then maybe I think there's gonna be a young Loki, and it's like, and then Kate Bishop, and all of these characters so far kind of have the same note of like I don't know what I'm doing kid, and so it's gonna be interesting when they all come together. It's like we all don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, don't do that, please. Please don't do that. I hope they do it where
somebody's put together.
You know, it's a couple of years later. They've had some time.
Yeah,
they know what they're doing a little bit. I can't do the whole team trying to figure them. All of y'all trying to figure
it out.
Nah,
like, come on, guys. Like
please,
y'all,
Kevin Feige, hear me. Please don't do that. Please.
Like Kevin, please, because that's what I'm seeing is like the Young Avengers movie is not going to be an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting if they all hate each other, like in the Avengers one.
Oh God.
No, they'll be fine.
They did it.
I love that trope. I love
that trope.
I love like enemies to lovers kind of things. Like, oh, we hate each other, but then we're friends at the end. We work together.
Please don't.
Yes. Okay. So we gave it. I gave it a 5 out of 10. You gave it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Now on to the real stuff. Let's go. Why isn't it working? There we go.
Obi-Wan.
Guys, I really like this show, guys. I really like this show.
Okay, so this last episode, let's just talk about episode 6. Then we'll talk about the series in a whole. Okay. Episode 6, I loved it. I freaking loved episode 6.
I loved it.
I'm hearing bad things about it, but I loved it. I love everything about it. Well, no, I'll take it back. There's one thing I didn't love about it, but overall, I did love this show. I love the fact that how Obi-Wan and Anakin again comes together for the last time.
Let's talk about Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. I really liked that fight scene.
I loved it.
That was really well done because the way that he defeated him, because we're doing spoilers here.
Yeah, of course. She's by now.
Yeah, the way that he defeated him, I was like kind of taking it back because I was like, it's Darth Vader. But then I remember he defeated him before and he's his master. So that makes sense that Obi-Wan would be able to do that.
Right.
And it was so good because it matched up with the fight scene that we saw in episode 5, the flashback.
Yeah.
Because of how just Darth Vader's just like, like just goes in.
He's power.
Yeah.
What I loved about the fight in the early beginnings of it, they're fighting. You could tell Obi-Wan's a little nervous, but they're fighting. I loved it though when Obi-Wan used the Force to throw the mountain down and Vader caught it. Mm-hmm. He said, "You really thought you could defeat me? No,
your strength came back."
He said, "Your strength is back."
Yeah,
but you're still no match.
Yeah,
I loved it. I love that, and the fight scene itself. I love when he opened up the ground and pushed Obi-Wan down. Ewan McGregor came out, Obi-Wan with the rock.
Yeah.
The whole fight scene was beautiful.
And the thing is, it was a great balance between the Force and lightsabers. Because I think that lightsabers get overused. And I'm like, y'all literally can push each other back. Right. Did you know that? Or use objects around you.
Right.
And they did that. Yeah,
it was good. It was good.
I like that part. And so now going on to, I always forget her name. The characters.
Third sister,
yeah. Third sister. I like her arc. It's a lot different from what we've seen, like what we were expecting.
Well, I was expecting it, so I don't like it.
No, it's not. No. That's not what I was expecting. I was what I didn't want was her to go there and be like, "Oh, let me save you" or whatever. Or I don't know.
Yeah,
or let me take you to your dad. I don't know. Something. I don't know. But I think it fit that she was gonna kill him. But then she was like, "Oh, let me not be like Darth Vader, like he did to my friends." I thought that fit. What did you think?
It fit, but I didn't like the fact that she was all, I might like him, and he's like, no, you're free now, blah, blah. I just want a villain to stay a villain sometimes. Why does Star Wars feel they have to redeem villains, one or two villains in a story? Can't someone just, here's the thing about life. People are complex. You could be a good person but do bad things. You could be a bad person and do good things. One does not mean you have to be the other. You don't have to be, I'm good, so I can only do all good things.
Right.
That's not how life works.
Right.
So the fact that she didn't have to go there, what was the point of that? What was the revenge? To try to get revenge on who?
No,
Darth Vader?
because I think she knew, Darth Vader.
How did she know that was Vader's child? Nobody said the words.
No, I don't know how she knew.
And the thing never, it says the boy is in blah, blah, blah. It never said Anakin's son. So I don't know how she figured it out. So whatever, let's assume she did. What was the point of that? So for me, it was either you go there and finish it because the flight there, you thought about it. You landed, you thought about it. You grabbed the dude, you thought about it.
You're gonna kill a kid. It's like,
you should have known he's gonna kill a kid on the way there.
Yeah. He was like, let me not kill a kid. But
I didn't like. I just wanted her. To me, I kind of just wanted her to fly away. And her mission was still to try to kill Darth Vader. And if they came back with another season of Kenobi, if they decide to do that, she can come back and still, maybe she got like a little, group of people now, and she's still trying to kill Darth Vader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's her.
They could still have that arc where she's like, I'm still wanting to kill Darth Vader.
She dropped the lightsaber.
Or I wish I do like thinking about it now. I do wish that she was like, oh, I'm not gonna kill him because I don't want to be like him, but I still I think that they should have took out the line like, am I like him or can I be good? She should have just been like, oh, you know what? She shouldn't have said anything. She should have just dropped the kid off and left.
That would have been even better for me too. If she had dropped the kid off and just looked at him and just walked away, then I could see, okay, her conscience got to her, but I'm still me.
Yeah.
I still want Vader.
Yeah.
I just want to see that. Redeeming everybody all the time, like when they redeemed Adam Driver, Kylo.
That was trash. That was trash.
How you redeem Kylo?
That was trash. He literally stopped a bullet. That was so cool, and now you're not cool anymore.
I know. So anyway, that's the only thing I didn't like about the episode. Everything else in this episode, I loved it.
Princess Leia part made me
she
cry.
Was even good. She was even good in this one.
That was really good. The way when he talked to her and then her song started playing in the background, I was like, whoa, like Kate Fisher. It's Kate Fisher, right?
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher missed man, I wish Carrie Fisher was there.
Yeah.
That scene was so good when he talked to her because he was like, you're just like your mom, you're just like your dad. I was like, wow, she's just like a mom.
Just like your mom.
That was a good scene.
That. Natalie Portman is her mom.
I know. I'm just saying.
I know.
It would have been so cool.
Yeah,
like she was, because that little girl, she was Princess Leia.
She was.
Like her acting chops I've never seen a kid this well.
She embodied everything about Princess Leia because Princess Leia's bold and she don't take anything from anybody.
Yeah.
And this kid had the same attitude.
Whoever her acting coach is, they
laid out the part and said, this is how you're supposed to act.
Yeah.
And she did it. She hit the nail on the head.
It was really cool. So I liked her scenes. And then we got to the point where they were talking about Qui-Gon, where Qui-Gon came in, Liam Neeson came back for the character. That was cool.
Well, it was almost a throwaway though.
It wasn't a throwaway.
It was so quick. It was like, I've always been here. You weren't ready to see me. It was like 5 seconds.
I thought it was.
What was the point?
For season 2. There better be a season 2.
Why would there be a season 2 though?
Just because I can't let go of these characters, Dad. Like, I can't do it.
You want to see Kenobi?
I need to see more Kenobi and Darth Vader. And that's why I'm so mad at all these people that are complaining. Because I'm like, we haven't seen these people since 2007, guys. Like, what else
but
do
see,
you
here's
want?
the thing, though. They can't have any more Darth Vader Kenobi.
I know.
They can't have any more. Because it'll
Part
mess
4.
up the original Star Wars.
How about we just forget that part 4, 5, and 6 ever existed? Because we need to stop.
All right, whatever. He said to him, the last time we met, you were the master, and I was but the learner. Now I'm the master, right? Yeah. Well, he can't. When was that? So if they meet, which here they try to fit it in by him beating him. So I'm the master.
Yeah.
But where does that? If there's 2, 3 episodes, if there's seasons 2 or whatever, and he's still fighting Darth Vader, I mean, you can't fit it in.
Okay, well, let's just have an Obi-Wan story. I don't even.
You could have an Obi-Wan story with Inquisitors trying to get him.
Yeah, let's do that.
You could do that, which is why at the end of this, look at your face. This is why at the end of this one, they said to him that he said the Emperor said to him, if you can't let go of your past, it's gonna be a problem. He's like, Obi-Wan means nothing to me.
You are my master. Bum, 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 bum. That was so good.
I know, right?
That was so good.
But he had to do that because now it explains why he wasn't looking for Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It says, look, I'm done. Because if he didn't do that, well, why didn't you keep looking for Obi-Wan? You know he's alive. Why are you not looking for him, right? So all that makes sense. They tied up a nice little bow right there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not looking for you. I'm leaving you alone. You take it too much of my time. You living rent-free in my head.
Yeah.
Okay? So they tie it off.
I thought it was a good episode. Let's see what the critics think of this episode. Let's get this out of the way. So the audience has gone up. It's gone up because it used to be like 53, like around episode 3 or 4, and now it's at 64, and critics are at 75. This has gone down because I think it was like around like in the 80s or something like that. But it's leveling out. I'll give it to them. It's a pretty high score.
Yeah, that's good.
And so let's see, since this is the end of the season, we're going to do Rotten for critics and audience. Is this Star Wars or is it only what remains?
That's what the critics said?
Is that all that means? What does that even mean?
I don't know. Like he's saying it's not what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? This is just a leftover from Star Wars. This is Star Wars, man.
That's what I was saying. At the end of this episode, I was like, this right here is Star Wars. This is what I've been needing for like a long time. Yeah. Because from 7, 8, and 9, that didn't feel like Star Wars. That was trash,
man.
It was
7,
bad.
8, 9 was trash.
8, 9 was
9
trash.
was just even, they should just retcon the whole 9 and reshoot it. And say this is episode 9.
Yeah.
Because that was trash.
Yeah. So after watching this season, I was like, this felt like Star Wars. Like I've got that feeling that I did from like even 1, 2, and 3, even though those are like but even from 1, 2, and 3, and definitely 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah. I love this. I love the episode. It did good. There's better characters out there. My thing is, let's get to other characters. It's such a big universe.
I know.
Let's just get to
other lightsabers.
There's characters with lightsabers still around.
Yeah, Ahsoka's coming back.
Yeah. So
let's see what the audience feels about this season. Rotten reviews. I feel like I wasted my time watching. This had horrible This had horribly written characters. And for the show about Obi-Wan, he really didn't seem to matter at all to the story. He was a secondary character. Don't waste your time.
Wow, that's a little rough.
I didn't feel like it was unwatchable.
He was in every episode. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think it's because I think what you were saying with Leia, like she was in it a lot, so maybe.
Yeah, Leia, to me, I would have preferred that they had wrapped the Leia character in episode 3, no more than 4, and then move on without Leia. To have Leia throughout the 6 episodes, to me, didn't really need to happen, but it didn't take away from the show for me.
Yeah, I thought I enjoyed her character. I liked Princess Leia.
Yeah.
So I thought she was fine. It didn't feel, if it felt like I forgot, her Omega situation where she kept getting herself in trouble, that would have been out. Because she got herself in trouble in like episode 2. I was like, okay, you get 1 as a kid. Or it was like episode 1, I think. You get 1 mess up and then learn from it.
Right.
But then she just, I don't know. I loved it, so I was fine with it.
She was good. She did a good job.
This was a perfect show. Honestly. Yeah. Okay, so now going to the fresh reviews, which I agree with. Little Princess Leia. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Critics. Obi-Wan Kenobi as a series may not be necessarily for every fan, but its little moments of connection, love, anger, and grief work to create a series that has more heart than spectacle.
I agree.
Yes, it does. The chemistry between Leia and Obi-Wan, great. Like, they work together really well. Yeah. Darth Vader was still Darth Vader. Like, you felt it.
Yes. I liked everything they did with Leia because, again, ties into episode 4, right? Where he says, help when she sends the message, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're the only one who can help me, right?
My only hope, yeah.
You're my only hope. So they had to do this to tie into that, right? Because how did you know Obi-Wan Kenobi? He was on this planet for all this time.
Yeah.
This shows how she knew him.
I love that they know each other. I just love that.
You ever think about Leia and Luke? One of them is living in a palace like a damn princess, and one of them out in the farm digging up water. I'd have been like, wait, what?
I would have talked
Y'all
to
couldn't
Obi-Wan.
have put me in another planet with some just a little comfort.
I would have talked to Obi-Wan. I'd been like, dude,
she is in this planet living like a damn queen, and I'm over here
digging
in the dirt for water.
2 suns. It's hot.
2 suns.
It's hot. My gosh.
Oh my gosh.
So what is your rating for this season?
I'll give you the episode rating. I'll give you the season rating. Episode rating for me was 9 out of 10. I loved it. I love the episode.
Yeah.
Season rating overall, I give it an 8 out of 10 for the whole season because there was some hit and misses. Episode 2 was kind of wonky, and 4 wasn't that great as well. But I'll give it a 8 out of 10.
Okay.
What about you, Miss Leia?
I give this episode a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I love this season. I love this episode. It wrapped it up great. I give this season a 9 out of 10. Okay. Stop judging me.
I give it an 8.
Give it a 9 out of 10. This I would watch. I'm gonna watch it again. It's been like with these Disney shows, there's not a lot that I've rewatched. I've rewatched WandaVision. I've rewatched Falcon Winter Soldier, and that's pretty much it. I haven't rewatched the other ones. And I will rewatch Obi-Wan for sure.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
Yeah.
Good season. Sorry.
Yeah.
Good season.
Okay, now moving on to movie news. Or theories and questions. So with theories, I wanted to do any theories that you had maybe for the shows that we've talked about. We've talked about already our theories for The Boys. But do you have any theories that what you think that season maybe we'll get a season 2 of Obi-Wan and what you think would happen, or anything else for Star Wars?
I don't. My theory is that there will not be a season 2 of Obi-Wan because I don't know where you would go. Now, if this is 10 years after the episode 3, that means you're just 10 years away from episode 4. I mean, what is Obi-Wan doing, right? What is he, So I don't think there will be. I think this is it. And because of the mixed reviews of it, I think it will be it. If it was an overwhelming fan love of it, I think it would have forced him to do a season 2. So I don't think there will be a season 2. But a theory, if they did do a season 2, I don't know what you would do with him. I don't know.
Yeah,
unless
maybe
he's
more
out
Inquisitors.
training other Jedis or something. I don't know.
Training somebody, maybe maybe going with Luke. I don't know. Wait, he didn't know Luke, but that's why. Okay, let's go back to that real quick. How did he meet Luke and then he didn't know him? Like, you don't recognize the guy?
Yeah, well, they knew each other because he just said hello there. And he met him, right? He met him. So in episode 4, when they were like, "Hey, we're looking for Obi-Wan," and they was like, and Luke was like, "Obi-Wan," and he said, "Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi," and he was like, "You mean Ben Kenobi?"
Oh,
the guy who lives in the cave. So he knew him.
Oh, yeah.
We weren't friends, but he knew who he was, which, again, just another mistake of Star Wars. His name is Luke Skywalker.
Right.
His father's name is Anakin Skywalker. So nobody put that together. Nobody could find that his kids were alive and they had the same last name.
Nobody knows.
There's a guy in a cave named Ben Kenobi. So no relation to Obi-Wan? I'm just saying. Anyway.
Ben Kenobi?
Anyway.
No.
What? His name is Ben Kenobi. That's the name he goes by. In episode 4, he's Ben Kenobi.
So confused right now. Yeah. So what?
So if Darth Vader was trying to find Obi-Wan, and he puts out bounty hunters, this person's last name is Kenobi.
There's a lot of last names. A lot of people last name Woodley. Hey, we're looking for Ben Kenobi.
And then the planet that Darth Vader grew up on, there's another kid there, but the last name was Skywalker.
They did the same. Wait, no. Luke is on the same planet as
Tatooine.
Anakin.
Yep.
Nobody's
nobody's put this together. Hey, your dad is Anakin.
There's so many planets in this universe, and they're like, yeah, let's put Luke on Tatooine.
See, there's a lot of inconsistencies in Star Wars.
It's fine.
Which is fine. Which is why so many people who say what they say, I'm like, dude, there's tons of inconsistencies in
Star Wars. Just love it.
It is what it is. So yeah, I don't know where we go with that. As far as the boys, we talked about it. What's the next one we talked about?
Miss Marvel, I don't care. I don't care. I don't even want to do theories about it. So anyways, I just don't. Elvis is not getting a part 2. So that.
Yeah. That's it. So let's move on.
Okay. So movie news. So recently I was on the Thor premiere. My ears are hurting. But recently I was doing the live stream for the Thor premiere.
I was watching.
And that was fun because I got to see Christian Bale. Let's pretend I was on the
carpet.
I got to see Christian Bale. Tessa Thompson had the best dress. She was best dressed. I loved her like silk outfit that she was wearing.
Yeah.
And then I love seeing Natalie Portman. She's just great. Natalie Portman's great. Chris Hemsworth was there. Taika Waititi, because I'm so excited that he's directing this movie. Dad, it's just great, okay? I'm excited for this movie.
I hope it's a good movie, man. I hope it's a good movie.
Me too. So let's see what this says.
There's some early reactions to it. And some people are saying, yeah, it's like the first 40 minutes feels like a comedy, which I'm not thrilled about.
Yeah.
I'm not, but Taika Waititi, he does a good job of mixing comedy and action and drama. He's really good with comedy and drama. He'll make you laugh and then pull your heart out afterwards. So we'll see what he did. It's a shorter movie. It's less than 2 hours, hour and 54 minutes, I think it is.
It's exactly 2 hours.
2 hours. And then there's a couple of reactions. People saying it's great. So every reaction that's come out from the people that went to the premiere is saying this movie was a great movie. So we'll see, hopefully.
Yeah. So here we have some news about the Thor premiere. Thor Love and Thunder Screen X poster is the Trapper Keeper you always wanted. As mentioned, Screen X's poster joined several pieces of official artwork created for the film. An all-new trailer also accompanies the slew of posters, featuring footage that depicts the God of Thunder assembling the greatest team ever. The official runtime for the film has also dropped online, which nearly reaches the 2-hour mark at 1 hour and 59 minutes, making it the shortest MCU film in 5 years.
Yeah, it's short. For me, a movie doesn't have to be long. And how they typically do Marvel big movies anyway, like for instance, we just saw Doctor Strange, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the beginning of Doctor Strange starts out with action.
Yeah.
Then it jumps to the wedding scene for about,
5 minutes.
5 minutes. And then right after that, it's back in action. Yeah. So that movie didn't have to be long. Mm-hmm. Same thing with this. So you're gonna have the montage where he's losing the weight.
Yeah.
For sure. And then the action probably gonna start right after that. Who knows?
The thing is with these Marvel characters that the difference between that's another thing with Marvel people is that we need to kind of discern or separate the new characters from the old characters.
Right.
So old character movies, we're getting action. It's going to be fully action because we already know them. I don't need a full story about Thor. I already got that 10 years ago.
Right.
Same with Doctor Strange. We're going to just get into the action because this is a part 2. Y'all forget that this is a part 2.
Right.
And Wanda, you should have watched WandaVision. Like, this is just going to be action.
And that's the thing, too. If you didn't watch WandaVision, you didn't get the full feel of Doctor Strange part 2. Yeah.
Right. And so, yes, Ms. Marvel's going to be a slower film. I don't like it, but it's fine. Moon Knight's going to be slower. And so is Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi had a lot of action, but it was still like a lot of heart and stuff. So I understand why this is 2 hours because we don't need a full story.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of build-up. We know who Jane is. We know
everybody.
The only person we don't know is Gore.
Gore and Gamora.
They have to give us a little bit behind Gore, right? A little backstory behind Gore and kind of why is he doing this? Why he's the guard butcher? So we're going to get a little backstory in him. But that's all we need. Everybody else, we know who you are.
Yeah, they got to address Gamora in some way.
Well, I don't think she's in this movie.
She is. She's in the poster. Not this poster, but she's in a different poster.
Well, I don't think she's gonna be in the main movie because at some point they're gonna separate my. This is just my guess. I haven't seen the movie, but I think they're gonna separate the Guardians from Thor. The Guardians are gonna be going to look for Gamora, and then Thor is gonna go on his way, and the rest of the stuff happens.
Probably, but I hope not though. I wouldn't want it like a 2-film thing. I would want them together. Like I want it to be a full team. I'd rather that than like them separating and having 2 different stories.
No. I think the Guardians are going to go off their own. That's it. You're not going to see him till probably the end when he needs help. And
I see what you're saying.
They may come in the end, but for the movie length.
Oh, I thought you meant like we're going to show 2 stories.
That's too many characters to manage in 2 hours.
Yeah.
All these Groot and
Drax and Rocket.
You can't manage all those characters in 2 hours. So they're definitely going to be going off to do something else. Right. Then you bring them back at the end for a big battle scene. Otherwise, this movie would be damn 2.5 hours long.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. I'm excited for this film.
Yeah, me too. It's what is it? July 7th. We're going to see it.
Yeah. Or something like that. Yeah.
A couple of weeks from now, we'll see it.
Couple weeks, people. Okay. The next news is what I'm excited about.
Yes.
Frozen 3. Okay, Frozen 1. Frozen 1 came out when I was 13. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy how it came out in different times in my life. Yes, it came out when I was 13, so I was still pretty much a kid, and I saw that movie in theaters. Part 2 came out in 2019, and that was after I was already working with kids, so we listened to Frozen on repeat. And so Frozen 2 came out. I was like, I'll check it out. It's not as good as Frozen 1. And then I wrote a 5-page paper about Frozen. And so now I just like it. I'm a Frozen person connoisseur now.
Wow.
I know all the songs top to bottom.
I bet you do.
And I wonder what the news is here. Kristen Bell teases potential Frozen 3 movie with zero authority. I'm not in charge. Kristen Bell wants to build a snowman once more. The 41-year-old, the 41-year-old actress was asked by Jimmy Fallon about a potential second sequel to 2013's Frozen during a Monday appearance on the Tonight Show, teasing, quote, I would like to officially announce with zero authority Frozen 3, end quote. With the audience cheered in response, Belle clarified, quote, please bear in mind, I did say zero authority because I can't actually announce it. I can't do that. I'm not in charge. But there could be something in the works and something may be happening, end quote. Press Fallon 47. Well, I'll keep it mysterious, Belle replied coyly. But I know Indina Menzel recently said she would do it, and I feel like if we're all in, what are we waiting for? So, hey, we might be getting a Frozen 3.
And the kids around the world all cheer at once.
They would, I wonder what it would be about. Okay, can I just do a quick rant about Frozen? Everyone loves Elsa. Ooh, Elsa this, Elsa that. Anna, she the real one. Anna has been there since day one, helping Elsa get out of these little whatever, trials and tribulations, okay? So That's why Anna is the queen of Arendelle now. Elsa is not the queen of Arendelle because Elsa want to go to her little forest. And I'm like, yeah, because Anna's been the one that's been keeping it together, and you want to go to the forest all by yourself, and you want to abandon. Ooh, that scene was rough. She abandoned Anna and Olaf, and Olaf cried, and he was like, oh, I'm feeling a little sad, and Anna was like, yeah, that's sadness and stuff. Okay, anyways, Dad, stop looking at me like that.
I'm just listening to you.
This is not a game, okay?
I'm just listening to you.
Everyone loves Anna. Kiddos, if you're watching this, Elsa's the real one. I want an Elsa doll. I mean, Anna doll. Sorry, what did I say? Elsa's the fake one. Anna's the real one. Anna doll. That's the end of my rant.
Okay, and scene.
Okay. Okay, so that's that news, and we'll definitely keep you updated. I'll definitely keep y'all updated.
I know you will.
On the news. So now moving on to the last movie news is Ezra Miller.
Back in the news.
We're not going to get into too much. We'll probably do a Men in the Media segment and not a DNA segment on Ezra Miller, but we're just going to talk about what's going on in the recent updates. And this is as of yesterday morning. Yeah. Ezra Miller accused of housing children on a farm with guns and marijuana.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
People on TikTok are honestly like, yo, what is going on with this guy? Like, he is... Okay, let's keep reading. The actor Ezra Miller has been accused of housing young children in unsafe conditions, according to a new report. Rolling Stone magazine alleges that Miller, who is non-binary and uses they/them pronouns, has been hosting a 25-year-old mother and her 3 young children at the actor's 39 hectare. So 96 acre Vermont farm. Gosh, this arrangement is apparently of concern to the children's father, as well as others, with acknowledgement of the situation as they believed it be unsafe. Rolling Stone says sources have reported unattended guns laying around the home, with one recalling an instance in which a 1-year-old child allegedly picked up a bullet and put it in her mouth. Y'all, I'm done.
Yeah.
This guy, this non-binary, Ezra, is crazy.
Yeah, he's gone. Oh, sorry,
We're trying our best. Let me do a disclaimer here. We respect non-binary people, but we do not respect Ezra Miller. Let's unpack
let's put it that way.
We respect they/them
so
pronouns.
Ezra is completely gone. And Ezra, we respect the pronouns. Well, I don't know what you do with Ezra Miller right now. So, have they caught him yet? Have they caught Ezra?
No.
Okay.
So the police had to ban their account because you know how they were taunting the police.
Yes, taunting the police.
And like, catch me if you can.
Saying catch
I'm in a
me if you can,
multiverse.
Yeah.
That's so messed up. So no, they have not found them yet.
Okay.
And I don't know. What is your theories and sense? Let's just talk about what do you think is going to happen
with the movie
for the Flash movie, because it's already been filmed.
Well,
they edited, right?
They just fired Ezra from Warner Brothers, so Ezra's out. That's Flash. So they're gonna have to find a new Flash going forward, which is not a problem because that's just an actor, right? So it's not a big deal going forward. The problem Warner Brothers has now is, what do you do with your current movie?
Right.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't know. The movie cost $230 million to make. They can't reshoot it because Ezra is in every scene in the movie. Right. We're hearing reports that the movie is one of the best movies ever.
Yeah, that's what everyone keeps saying.
Everyone says one of the best movies ever, and no one's going to be able to see it. So does Warner Brothers just release it on HBO Max and lose all that money and just say, look, it's a loss, we lost it? Do they try to reshoot it? I don't know how they could do it. You'd have to repay everybody, I mean, it'll be another 2-year shoot.
Yeah.
This movie was supposed to come out 5 years ago.
Right, yeah.
5 years this movie was supposed to come out. hasn't been coming out because of all the rewrites, reshoots, new director, this, blah, blah, blah. Ezra
Having a whole problem.
wrote a actual script, and then Warner Brothers threw that away and said that's trash. And so the thing is a mess. I have no answers for you, Lay, on this. I don't know what you do. If I'm in charge of Warner Brothers right now, I just put this out on HBO Max, and next year,
I would do
next
that too.
year,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it kind of dies down, after they catch Ezra and put Ezra away,
Yeah, hopefully.
then you just quietly release it on HBO Max. It is what it is. Who wants to watch it, watch it. Who doesn't feel comfortable watching it, that's
watch it.
fine.
Because isn't it supposed to move forward the Justice League storyline?
It's supposed to change how all of the heroes are supposed to, they want to rewrite stuff, right?
Right.
So it's supposed to create a new universe, and you'll have new timelines and Superman and Batman and all that kind of stuff. So it'll have a whole new beginning from the Justice League. So this movie is pivotal to their future. That's another problem they have. So the only thing I could think of is just let it go. Let's quietly let it ride out in HBO Max, and yeah, that's it. Because you can't spend another $235 million.
And I wonder who could fit that character. Like, what's your theory there? Who do you think could replace
Ezra? For Flash, I wouldn't use Gustin because it'll be jarring.
No, would it though?
It would be jarring because you just watch him on TV being the campy Flash because it's campy.
Camp, yeah.
Okay? And now you're going to try to switch your brain from the campy Flash show to now a more serious, high-dollar Flash show. I couldn't. I'm just going to see him as the campy Flash, okay?
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that. You have to delineate that. So to go out to find a new Flash, I mean, you could do it. Almost anybody could do this.
Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah, Dylan O'Brien could do it. Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet, too skinny.
Yeah, you bulk him up.
Yeah.
Couple of shakes.
Right.
Get him in the gym. I mean, anybody could play this role. This is not a championship of acting role, right?
Yeah.
This is not Macbeth or something that you're reading off of. So it's a Flash. It's a comic book character.
Right.
So and it's not like he's a muscled up person, for instance, like Black Adam, right?
Yeah.
If you pulled the Rock out of Black Adam, who are you gonna get to do Black? Who could replace the Rock?
I have to be Chris Hemsworth. Like that's the only other, or
Right.
Chris Hemsworth or Henry Cavill, but Henry Cavill's already taken. So.
Exactly. So that's where you could say, well, how are you gonna place the Rock? This guy looks like Black Adam.
Yeah.
Right. But this guy's a skinny guy. You could put anybody in a role. It wouldn't be hard to replace Ezra Miller. And we haven't seen the movie, so putting somebody else in there wouldn't do nothing.
Deep fake.
Who?
Deep fake it.
Yeah, there's
like
a lot
the
of
only
conversation
option.
about deep faking it. I think maybe that's the way they should go with it if they can perfect it.
Yeah.
Like what they should do is recast, and I bet they're thinking about this. Like recast a person, right, to replace Ezra. Some scenes you just reshoot them,
Right.
the smaller scenes, right?
Right.
The scenes where it's already CGI anyway, because
Right.
their suits are usually CGI. Then just use the deep fake on that.
But hopefully it's good. I think about the Henry Cavill stash.
Yeah, but that's when they messed up. That was trash.
That was trash.
They got to get old boy from Star Wars.
Star Wars.
The guy.
Oh,
the
wait,
guy.
he's on Disney.
That's
though.
he's. Hey man, I think it can be worked out. But I'm just saying that's the guy you need.
Yeah.
So because there's a guy who does Tom Cruise on YouTube for a deep fake.
Oh yeah. It looks like Tom.
I'd be like, is this Tom Cruise? There's one who I don't know if it's also one who does Keanu Reeves.
I've seen the kind of reason too.
Like, yo, is this Keanu Reeves doing all this nonsense? It can't be right.
No.
So that's what I'm saying. They could do the deep fake. Pick a person, have that person come in and reshoot the hard ones you can't do. So you may have to reshoot maybe 30 or 40 scenes. Still a lot of money.
Right.
And they're doing posts right now.
I know, like the movie's done.
Yeah, they're doing posts. They got to stop posts and be like, all right, stop posts because we got to do something different. It made sense to continue with the post on this where, we may need to replace the actor. So deepfake may be the way to go and then see how it turns out.
Honestly, I'm on it. I'm sad for DC because DC is falling apart. Henry Cavill is now looking to go to Marvel. He's like kind of done with the character. Ben Affleck is done.
He's done.
Gal Gadot, her movies weren't very good. So is she getting a part 3? What is Justice League gonna do?
Second one was trash.
Ezra Miller, they're messing up the whole movie. And then who else is there? Cyborg. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, Cyborg's done.
Cyborg is done.
Done.
So that at this point, just throw it into the trash
So the trash.
and start again.
Start fresh, right?
The problem started when in 2017 when they tried to do a versus movie.
Yeah.
When they tried to have Superman versus Batman. Instead of just, they were trying to be like Marvel or trying to catch up.
Yeah.
And how
too
about,
fast.
They're trying to catch up too fast. And how about we just be like Marvel and start with our solo movies and then we do our team up.
Yeah.
And keep it dark. Why were we trying to do these comedy things?
I don't know.
Snyder Cut's Justice League is such a good movie. It makes me so sad.
Movie. It's so sad to watch that movie and say, man, what could have been if they had just let Zack Snyder do what he was supposed to do,
right?
Instead of stepping in and trying to make a comedy.
Oh, let me be funny.
No, leave that to Marvel. That's their job. You guys can put R's on your movies. Get it? Disney can't. Disney will never put an R in a movie.
Right. But y'all can, and it's good. And like the thing is, why try to be like Marvel when you could be something different so that two people, so that someone like me that, okay, I love Marvel. Okay, let me get something different with superheroes. Right. That's why I love The Boys. I'm like, okay, I get something new here. Okay, yes, we know our Marvel, whatever. But The Boys, I'm like, I'm going to get something gritty and Invincible too.
Invincible too, yeah. Yeah, it's sad. So I don't know what you do. What do you think they should do?
I think the deep fake. I think that they should definitely deep fake. I think that maybe bringing another character or just throwing it on HBO and not advertising
like
it.
Real quiet.
It's like, oh.
Like one day one day you go in like, wait, Flash?
Flash 2022, what?
Let's see how many people press play.
Like, yeah, but.
Of course, nobody will admit they ever saw it. I never watched that.
Maybe deep fake it or I don't know.
I think they should deep fake it. They should announce a new character to play the Flash, reshoots on the hard ones, deep fake the rest of ones. Like every time Ezra's running, that's an easy deep fake because it's already blurred from the running, right? So just deep fake that part. And
I wish that what am I thinking? I forgot, never mind. I wish that something, never mind. But yeah, okay. It's sad too that it's like one of the best superhero movies of all time, apparently.
Apparently, we will never know.
That's what makes me. I wish people were like, "Oh, it's not even that good." So
they brought back Michael Keaton as Batman.
Yeah.
I want to see all that.
Yeah,
I want to see this movie.
Me too. But
just reshoot it already.
$230 million.
Not reshoot like that. Deep fake it.
Deep fake it. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else is going on. That's the end of Ezra Miller. Let us know down in the comments what you think of them, like what you think about this situation, because it makes me sad.
Yeah.
I think that might be it for our movie news, but make sure to go back to our previous live stream. I'll probably do like a highlight. The Black Phone finally came out. We saw it early. We saw it last week. And again, I really like the film. And if you like horror movies, this is the movie to see.
Yeah, definitely. It'll take you back to the days you used to watch the old school horror movies. This is must watch.
Must watch, yeah. So let's see what movies we're seeing next week. Upcoming movies for July 8th is Thor: Love and Thunder. That is coming out. And of course, we've talked about it. And the next movie, July 22nd, is Nope. Jordan Peele's Nope.
Hope it's good.
And
looks good.
Jordan Peele has come out so far 3 movies: Get Out, Us, and the other one.
This is it.
Antebellum. I think
well, he didn't make that one. He was.
He's a producer on it. So I guess it was 2: Get Out and Us. I thought there was a third one.
No, he didn't. This is the third one.
Okay, so this is the third one. Like Get Out and Us have been great. Us is my favorite. Which one's your favorite? Us.
I like Get Out better.
You like Get Out better?
Yeah.
I like Us better. And then I'm excited for Nope. He has had no misses. So yeah, that's our upcoming movies. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, like, leave a comment.
Leave comments, guys.
And hey, guys, if you press the like button, it does like this little like party thing now. It's like a little like little explosion.
Yeah, test it out. See if you do.
Test it out. See if it happens. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. We love being on here as usual. And we'll see y'all next time.
See you next time, guys.